Morning.
Morning. Today's video is about the EV community and how tight-knit people in the EV community are. So for example, Dean was one of my very early subscribers, and then I found out he ran a company that ran chargepoints, and we've become friends and we've came to know each other, and now we've decided to team up and do a partnership between the company I work for, Luigi Motors, and his company Ecoplugg that fit charge points. And today we're driving this Zoe from Derbyshire to
special delivery.
Yeah, to a special VIP to Troon in Scotland. Now the reason I'm driving first is I want to prove that I am better at driving eco than Dean. So at the moment, just for the video record, I'm on 4.3 miles per kilowatt.
As ever, Nick's got his numbers wrong again. It's actually 4.13 for clarity.
What did I say?
4.3.
Did I? Well,
Did I?
Oh, I'm not good with numbers.
It's all right. I'll get 4.4 anyway, so don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. Dean's definitely going to do worse than me. The VIP is Eleanor Chalmers' father. Eleanor, she's electric, who's done the guest vlog for me in the past. So she's the VIP. It's her dad who's finally been convinced to go electric after much badgering from Eleanor and also Euan McTuck. By the way, if you haven't seen Euan McTuck's YouTube channel and you're interested in all the really technical, geeky stuff about batteries, you want to check out Euan McTuck's channel. It is extremely interesting.
It is brilliant.
We'll see you at the service station where we find out the Ecotricity charger isn't down like every single journo report out there. How far until the service station, Dean?
18 minutes. 17 miles.
Can we stop in a bit?
Yeah.
Because I need a pee. I've got bladder anxiety.
Bladder anxiety?
Yeah, bladder anxiety.
It's taking the piss, aren't you?
Well, it will be, yeah. Oh, but now this is a point, right? This is a proven point. This is a Renault Zoe. It's got roughly 80 to 100 mile range in the summer, and I need a wee before I need a wee roughly about the point we're going to hit a charge point. We should hit a charge point with 15 miles spare. I need a wee now. So I could have just stopped at Lancaster Services there and charged up and gone for a wee. But we're going to go to the next service station because Dean told me I had to. And I need a wee now. Anyone who can do 200, 300 miles on a charge without weeing,
you think that they're lying?
Well, yeah, of course they're lying. If you can do 250, 300 miles...
Everyone in the comments is going to disagree with you.
No, they're not.
They can do 600 miles quite easily.
They're both working. Mr. Telegraph and Daily Mail, the chargers are both working. That's two chargers, both working where you always say they're down.
100% success rate so far.
Yeah. I really need a wee.
Come on, hurry up. You forgot to open your flap.
that's getting edited out. Charge.
Really difficult to plug in.
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Oh, I need your wallet. Well, we've sold a car to a friend of ours, Eleanor. She's electric, and we sold a car to her father, this Renault Zoe 22 kilowatt, and we're driving it some distance, a little bit.
About 280 miles.
Yeah, is it 280 miles? You check
Something
it.
I think so.
Yeah, a crazy journey. I agreed with Eleanor's dad that I'd drive it halfway and he'd meet me halfway, and then I was going to sort of lift getting back. Then Dean volunteered us to drive it all the way up. So we're now driving it all the way, which, to be honest, if you haven't just seen, we did a periscope. We've just done a periscope a while ago. If you haven't seen the periscope, go and watch it.
Yeah.
Supposedly we're quite funny together.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And allegedly Dean did not fart before.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's a zero emission vehicle.
Not anymore. there's more emissions in. I had a Greg's pasty before.
Did you?
Yeah. Beans.
Yeah.
Beans, the magical fruit.
The more you eat.
The more you...
Good for your heart or something, is it?
No, toot. Welcome to Nick Drive More Efficient Than Dean. It's the Nick Drive.
The weather.
No, you can't blame the weather. Nick 4.13 was it? 4.12?
4.13.
4.13. Dean is in 3.80. So Mr. I can drive more eco than you is failing miserably. Yeah, the next charge point's looking squeaky bum time.
You know about that, don't you?
Hey, everyone knows the periscope, mate. You've got the squeaky bum. Yeah, so we're currently, what are we on? 8.5 miles from the charger, 14 miles range.
9 miles.
So
stop misquoting figures.
8.4 it says at the top. That's 9 minutes.
8.9.
Oh, 8.8. Ah, that's what the exit is, and that's the actual charge point. Right, sorry. 8.8 miles to the charge point, 14 miles range. If we don't make it, it's because Dean drives too fast. Weirdly, EV Bingo was going really well south of the border.
Yeah. Nick told me it'll be an EV heaven in Scotland, and I've seen one Model S so far, and that's it. Yeah,
Scotland, you've let us down. I was expecting more EVs here than south of the border. We will get there. It's not your roadster.
Hashtag rudeness.
Hashtag Mr. We won't make it, we won't make it. Oh, we made it with loads of miles left. Yeah. Oh. We're coming in past Gretna Green. Dean and me are going to get married. Yeah. We're like a married couple. He's farted in front of me countless times now, so we're as good as married. Aren't we, Dean?
Yeah.
The not so zero emissions Renault Zoe at the moment from Dean. Yeah. It was zero emissions until Dean got in the car. Gassy.
Sweet jinx, I've seen your video.
Oi! We don't mention that on this vlog because some of my subscribers haven't seen that video and they never will. So I'm going to end it now before Dean tells you where you can find it.
You can't delete things off the internet.
No, you can't delete things off the internet, but you can stop people from finding them. The weather forecast is
dry, sunny, and 15 degrees. I think
dry, sunny. Yeah. Well, we're in Scotland. This is clearly dry, sunny, and 15 degrees. Look how dry and warm it is.
And sunny.
Yeah, and warm and sunny.
And that says 15 on there, doesn't it?
Yeah, look. No. 6 degrees in Scotland is a heat wave. This is the hottest weather they've had this year, you know?
Yeah.
It's absolutely scorching today in Scotland. This isn't rain. No. This is not rain, Dean. This is just
mist.
Mist, yeah, it's a little bit of mist. It's fog. They call it fog in Scotland. Yeah, it's a little bit of fog. Australia have now got the Renault Zoe. Congratulations, Australia.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's a shame it's not in America.
Yeah, America need, but Renault, everyone has a go, whichever way I say it.
Cars.
Yeah, the French company that sell cars like this one.
Yeah.
They don't sell in America. Nowhere in North America. Canada.
Renault, pull your finger out.
Yeah. Come on, Eric. I know you watch my channel and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Hello. Right, well, this is actually the first supercharger I've actually ever been up to up close and ever seen. Yeah. So novelty for me.
Yep.
Not a novelty for you.
No. Well, I don't use them that much, to be honest.
How often have you used it?
I've needed it about 14 times now in the last 19,500 miles.
Yeah. So Tesla, why on earth have you stopped free supercharging with your referral code when hardly anyone uses it?
I don't know.
Seems a bit silly.
We'll start it again, I think.
Have they start? No. The £100 credit. That's it. It's a bit poor, that Tesla.
Yeah. For how many people absolutely milk it?
Just put a fair use
I worked
policy.
it out. If you did something like 150,000 miles, it's something like £4,000 a year, £4,000 over the whole life of the car in electricity costs. So if like one every so often did that, vast majority of people just charge at home because it's more convenient. So.
Now I had to film some of the Scottish A roads. What a beautiful place. Honestly, Scotland, I've never been before. This is the first time north of the border. North of the border, obviously. But what an amazing place. Honestly, Scotland is beautiful. If you've never been before, it is stunning. Now, I live in Derbyshire. I live in High Peak. I am used to rolling, beautiful green countryside. But Scotland just has more of it. I thought I lived in a picturesque little part of England. But Scotland is just all picturesque. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now this long range test of this R model Zoe has taught me a few things. Now this was a free rapid stop charge trip. So on this trip we had to take 3 rapid charges to make it up. That includes a full charge from when we left the garage and 3 rapid charges all the way up. We definitely stopped for longer than if we were charging in a Q motor Zoe. This is an R motor Zoe. Eleanor's father is only going to be using this for local round trip town where he lives. He's not going to be doing massively long trips like we're doing, and for the occasional trip where he might do 120 miles, the extra charging time he's not going to really notice. I'd say this now, if you're going to do massive long trips that are going to require multiple rapid charges, you need a Q model. If you're just driving it around town, the R model is definitely better. The R model for me on this trip was more efficient on low speeds. Any speed below 40 miles an hour, I'd say the R was better at miles per kilowatt hour. Once you went over 40 miles an hour, there's no difference really between the Q and R. They pretty much do exactly the same at high speed. There's no efficiency savings, which kind of makes sense because if you're buying the Q, you're doing it for long distances, and if you're buying the R, you're pretty much going to be below 40 mile an hour speed limits anyway. So that kind of ties into what the R was made for. Like I said, this is my first trip to Scotland, and we're getting married over in November, only a couple of days away from probably when this video gets released. And we're probably going to take a mini moon, I think, in Scotland, so there'll be another long trip for me to Scotland again, and I love it. It's beautiful. I definitely want to go back to Scotland again. Well, we've made it.
By magic.
We're at the VIPs.
And what's on the wall?
A very neat install from Ecoplugg. All that was left was to show Eleanor's mum how to plug the car in, and it was pretty much as simple as that. I wouldn't normally do a huge massive trip to deliver a car on behalf of my company Luigi Motors. Normally we don't deliver cars, but it was for someone part of the EV family. I know Elle pretty well through doing my guest vlog previously, and also many chats on Twitter, WhatsApp and other social media, and she's become a member of the family. And that's the thing with the EV community, most people in it feel like family to me. In fact, there's pretty much everyone I've talked to on Twitter who communicates back with me, who drives an EV and is excited about sustainable transport, feels like a part of the family, and I think that's great. It feels like such a lovely, tight-knit community, and I hope it stays that way as the family grows with more and more EV drivers every day. So thank you for watching this week's video. I'm sorry it's a bit longer than normal. Please consider becoming a patron. Don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. And if you can, share this video and my channel with a family and friend member. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.